Good morning, viewers. You're welcome to the program. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. The concern raised by the governor of Borno State, Zulum, that terrorists are seriously in charge of affairs in the nation, cause for serious concern. We also told Nigerians, he made it open to us that even the soldiers and politicians are informants to these terrorist organizations, and I believe the government needs to do something very, very fast about the issue raised by Governor Zulum of Borno State. You're welcome to Citizen and Michael Adekunle. We appreciate your contributions and your presence this morning. Thank you so much for joining us in the comment section. I can see Gladys Yabo. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your presence. Akim Bada Additional, say thank you for joining us. We have Mr. Additional also on the comment section, and we appreciate what you just wrote there. Yeah, telling people to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate that. Also to Mr. David Ike, all the way from United Kingdom. David Ike, thank you so much. Yeah, so I got your message yesterday. So sorry I couldn't respond to that. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, David Ike. I really appreciate your contribution on the platform. All right, to my esteemed and consistent analyst on the program, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. The likes of Mr. Kule, Mr. Vincent, Mr. Chinedu Michael, Femi, and the likes. We say thank you for always being here. Yeah, for always coming to the stand. We say thank you to you. All right, what do we have? Like I said earlier on, the governor of Borno State has raised concern about the way terrorists are operating in the country, and they have said that both politicians and soldiers are involved in this. He has questioned their involvement and is telling the government of the day to do something very, very fast. We need swift action from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as regards this. This is what this is the major challenge that is affecting us. Out of all the challenges we are facing in the country, terrorism is the major one that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs to look into. And we have the Punch newspaper with us this morning, as well as the new the Vanguard newspaper. Okay, I'm not here with the New Telegraph. We have the Vanguard and the Punch newspaper with us at the stand this morning. And we shall be looking at what the headlines are saying. All right, please, in the comment section, we need decorum, and make sure you comment in the comment section your opinions. Your opinions are needed regarding what we are discussing this morning. We need your opinion. Also, in the news this morning, Babachi Lawal has criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for meeting Pope. Wow, he said it's an insult to Christianity. Why has he said this? We shall be looking at it this morning also. On the coalition move by politicians in the country, it's ongoing as we speak, and the camp of Atiku and Obi will be meeting very, very soon. We'll be meeting to see how to iron out issues on the coalition move. Let's see if Obi is going to advise Atiku. You know, the talk have been going on for some times now. Atiku advising, Obi, running as a vice president with Atiku. But Nigerians are still reacting to this, and we shall be looking at it this morning as well. Okay, to the Punch newspaper. What's the Punch saying? Terror threats. Senate Zulum demand swift action from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have it on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Sorry, on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Boko Haram better equipped than military. The terrorists, Boko Haram, are better equipped than military. That's what the Borno State governor is saying. That's Informant-Zulum. We also have another one by Senate here. Foreign terrorists infiltrating Nigeria. That's what the Senate is saying. Foreign terrorists infiltrating Nigeria. It is not all about all these statements, all these comments. What Nigerians need right now is action. Swift action, to tame these guys. We need an end to insurgency in Nigeria. That is the most important. That should be our priority, not talking without any action. President should listen to army, not politicians. That is what Zulum is telling the president. It's an advice to Mr. President. Please listen to army and not the politicians. He said it that even the politicians are informants to these terrorists. Now, on 2027, Foresees Tinubu's win as becomes Meet. APC foresees Tinubu's win as Atiku becomes Meet. Now, on salary crisis, President Bola Tinubu is saying something on this. Federal government has planned intervention funds for 109 foreign missions. Federal government plans intervention funds for 109 foreign missions. This is on page 29 of the Punch newspaper. Petrol price war closes nearly 5,000 fuel stations. This is page 20 of the Punch newspaper. Jam reviews 379,000 UTME receipt results. This is on page 14 of the Punch newspaper. Now down the paper, what do we have? Vice President Kashim Shatima, Atiku Abubakar, Aliko Dangote, Tony Elimelu, governors, traditional rulers, and other dignitaries at the opening of the Taraba International Investment Summit 2025 in Jalingo. You can see the pictures of these prominent people right on the front page of the Punch newspaper. You can see the picture of Oni of Ife here. Oni of Ife is here, standing very close to the former vice president of the country, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. You can also see Tony Elimelu, the chairman of UBA and the likes. All right, on to the next one, which is the warning Germany is giving to Nigeria. Germany warns Nigeria neighbors against Russia alliance. Germany warns Nigeria neighbors against Russia alliance. Now to the Vanguard newspaper, which is the last paper we'll be reading this morning. A crucial headline on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Boko Haram informants among politicians, soldiers. I am not the one saying this. This is coming from Governor Zulum of Borno State. Boko Haram informants among politicians, soldiers. This is on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Like I said earlier on, Nigerians need swift action from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu's meeting with Pope is an insult to Christianity. I'm not the one saying this. This is coming from Babachi Lawal. Says PDP has incurable virus. We are not considering it for coalition. We don't need your validation. PDP replies Babachi Lawal. Tinubu's meeting with the Pope, an insult to Christianity. Don't forget that the president was at the Vatican for the inauguration of Pope Leo at the likes of Peter Obi and the former Ekiti State Governor Fayemi, together with the president exchanged pleasantry during that inauguration. All right, slain white students, why I flouted traffic laws. That's bereaved father saying this. And the last story we'll be taking here is on Labour Party. Labour crisis, NLC Abure trade blames over internal turmoil. NLC Abure trade blames over internal turmoil. All right, we appreciate your presence and your contribution on the platform. I say thank you to each and every one of you watching us currently. Gentleman Mike, you're welcome on the program. Thank you for joining me. All right.
Greetings to our esteemed viewers. Across the globe. Say good morning.
All right, our esteemed viewers are there. We are ready to also dissect important issues with us this morning. Now to the comment section. It's again to see what our viewers are saying there. All right, can I access this? If I can't access the comment section now, maybe that will be done later. All right, let's quickly look at the statement Baba Gana Zulum of Borno State said. He said politicians and soldiers are the ones informing these terrorists about how to operate, how to carry out their activities in the country, which I believe is not a good idea. The situation whereby we have soldiers that we rely on to defend us and politicians that are leading us, our leaders, getting involved in terrorism. I think, Michael, this is absurd. What do you have to say, sir?
Thank you again for having me. I don't know what Zulum expects Nigerians to do with that information. For me, the information is incomplete, and in serious crimes, by now you should be talking to security agencies, because these are very grievous allegations. These are allegations that must or that should be taken very seriously if you are serious about tackling insecurity in this country. I wonder why he hasn't been invited as a governor. I know maybe he couldn't be arrested because of the immunity and all of that. But he should be talking to security agencies as to the real people that he knows of, because he is giving us information that is germane to tackling insecurity. So the information is incomplete if he just stops at, okay, politicians, soldiers, this mole within the system and all of that. Who give names. You may not even give names to Nigerians. We don't need it. But you should be talking to security agencies and to the people he knows, so that they can follow up with such information. But when you just come out to say these are the people giving information to terrorists and all of that, what are we going to do with that information? It's needless if our security agencies are not being briefed about the real people in terms of mentioning the names and all of that. So people should not just play with our emotions and all of that. Give cogent, give verifiable information to security agencies, and they pick it up from there.
Despite the fact that Nigerian government is funding the military, we still have a situation whereby people will still come out to say that they are not better equipped, they are not well equipped. That these terror groups are well equipped than our military. How come? With all the funds, the money allocated to that sector?
Mike, I think it's the $1 billion question that we should be asking our security agencies. How are these weapons getting into our space? Because that's, for me, that's the beginning of tackling insurgents. How are they getting their own weapons? In a country where officially we were told that we have over 200 unmanned borders within the northern space alone. That is crazy for any nation to be talking about insecurity. It's better we keep quiet and just allow it to flow, because those are the issues that we must first tackle. Every entry and exit point of our country must be manned. There's no two way about it. You must do it if you are serious about tackling insecurity, because it is through those means, through those routes that a weapon are being smuggled into the country and all of that. So talking about the level of sophistication of weapons being used by terrorists, is it not supposed to be shocking that they are better equipped even than our military? And as I've always expressed on this platform, it should be more of intelligence than even weapon, because your weapon is going to be useless at the end of the day if it is not well directed. So you need information. You need vital information as to where the enemies are and all of that. And it is only the intelligence community that can provide that. So our intelligence community must be alive to their responsibilities, and our borders must be secure before we can begin to talk of tackling insecurity.
Yeah, Mr. Femi, welcome on the program.
Thank you very much. Good morning to our viewers across the globe. We say thank you for always being there for us. Stand with us at Global Citizen. Thank you very much.
All right, would you call this a brave truth, a brave revelation coming from Abubakar or what?
Well, it is unfortunate that in this country, there's no much news. Why I said it is that it's the same thing we usually, Nigerian news usually sound alike. It's what we have been hearing. This is not the first time we have been hearing it. Former president of this country, Jonathan, said there are Boko Haram in my government. So what else do we want to say at this moment that will be new? What Babangida Zulum is saying is what anybody with wrong thinking can sit down and predict, and that is how it's going to be. There are, politicians that they see Boko Haram as a tools, as an economical, means of income for them. That Boko Haram has wear so many garments: the garment of religious, the garment, political garment, economic garment, and they are using them as a tools. For a very long time, they have been using them. So, unfortunately, it is the fire that they set that is now consuming them. This Informant-Zulum, honestly speaking, if they arrest like a 500 Boko Haram today and they execute all of them, you will hear them cry. They will still come back and cry. These people that are crying that Boko Haram is killing them, they arrest like 500 Boko Haram today, and they do firing squad publicly for all of them. You will see some northerners come out to cry that they should have de-radicalized them. They should have. They are still their brother. You cannot be fighting a war that you don't want to win, and you win automatically. No, it's not done like that. If you want to win battle, you close your eyes and you deal with your enemy, not sitting them with a kid glove. Do you know that? Okay, to some extent, even when Jonathan was dead, they were able to, give him some information to the extent that he himself believed that they are still our brother. Do you remember something like that? Jonathan even recognized Boko Haram and said, what are we doing? They are still our brother because of what the northern people have done. So, terrorism is, first of all, it's no ordinary war. It's not a conventional war. It's a battle that's very, very difficult to fight on its own. Nigeria own is not peculiar. Nigeria own is special because people that are going to, give them information and aiding them, they are still within us. Even we find them in our military. That one is sure. Now, somebody is calling that we want, the mold in the military to be flushed out. Is it only to be flushed, or you want to squeeze them and throw and flush them like toilets? It's not that we just say this one we find you guilty. Oh yeah, go. Those ones you said they should go. They are their brother. They will still go and join them, but pick them, kill all of them once and for all. That is how to settle the thing. Not the way we are fighting Boko Haram in this country. In the next 50 years, we will not see the end of it. That's how it's
so worries after years of combating insurgency in Nigeria, we still cannot solve it. And it's obvious that the military has compromised. Looking at this revelation coming out from Abubakar, Zulum, can they still be trusted?
You mean our military?
Our military.
Unfortunately, there is no alternative to military. No alternative. Okay, if you say we should not trust them again, who are we going to trust? It's like Nigeria police that you say is corrupt. God forbid bad thing now. If anything happen here now, you are still going to take the matter to police. Matter a damn person. Now the same method they will still use. Another method they will still use to carry that person to hospital. So there is no alternative about military. And what they call military is soldier go, soldier come. Barrack remain the same. It is the government of the day that will stand his ground and make sure that he sanitize Nigeria military. Anybody that they find culpable, anybody that they find that is not standing well, do away with them. Not only that you will just sack them, court martial them, and I want them to be, executed. That is when they will know that we are talking. When there is nothing like that, you are not talking, you are just discussing. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes, I think it will be unfair for us to generalize that our military have been compromised. So to say that generally, I think it will not be too fair. We've had sincere people within the military that has gone as far as laying down their lives since these insurgents began. I'm talking about the Boko Haram insurgents in particular in the last 2 decades or so. So we have officers that have been killed while battling these insurgents and all of that. So for me, it sounds unfair to think that every of our military guys or most of our military guys have been compromised. Fine, I understand that we might have moves within the system that are sabotaging the efforts of the other guys, but we shouldn't. I think we shouldn't generalize that people have been killed. Families have lost loved ones needlessly. So, needlessly, because of lack of intelligence, sometimes because of the fact that they are not even prepared. Our military bases have been attacked time and again, which shows that these people are just sure that they can overrun the military base at will. So we salute every of our military guys that are doing this work with the whole of their heart, that are loyal to the country, that are defending the territorial space of our nation and all of that. While government have the responsibility of fishing out the most within the system.
All right, to the comment section. I think I can access it now. Okay. Abubakar is here. I say good morning to you. There's a Chima is also here. We appreciate your presence this morning. Okay, the Northerners are suffering from self-inflicted injury. The insects eating the vegetables are behind the insects, are behind the vegetables itself. Actually, Okafor is saying that Tinubu should visit President Donald Trump in America. Okay, we have Jacob Adedeji here saying, Mr. Femi and gentleman, Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
All right, Mike, do you hear of the coup Ivory Coast? Important topic to discuss. Okay, we spend too much time on Fulani and forget Boko Haram. The Kanuri are the biggest danger we face. All right, let's quickly talk about what Abubakar Lawal said about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's visit to Vatican. He said it's an insult to Christianity. Does it mean that the president has no right to attend the inauguration of Pope Leo?
Well, Mr. Michael, it is very, very unfortunate in this country that even when the leader are not doing something right, people that you expect, that they should be advising them, they will still be going the other way around. Okay, what is meaning of this criticism that Abubakar Lawal paid? It has no meaning to me. It is meaningless. And it's like when somebody lack what he's supposed to say, when somebody look for something to say and he couldn't find, then you just go and look for one nonsense thing. That is what he say. What is he talking about? I don't know. Maybe if he's a Christian or Muslim, that one doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, if as they invite President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and he refuses to go, what do you think people will still be saying? They will still be saying, it's an extremist. Yeah, that's why you didn't go there. But I believe the man went there. He had to take with the Pope to tell you that the world supposed to be in peace. Your religion is your religion. My religion is my religion. Let everybody hold his religion. So I'm not like that. The context of that thing, I don't know what makes President Tinubu not worthy of a meeting Pope. You see, matter of morality. If he's talking about morality, then who is free from that one? Even among the cardinal, among the reverend father, are they free? Even from the one that they portray that the father, but by the time they dig inside, deep inside father, you will know that father is father.
All right, let's take a story. Tinubu's meeting with Pope is insult to Christianity. Abubakar Lawal, former secretary to the government of the Federation, SGF, that's Abubakar Lawal, has claimed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presence in Rome for the inauguration of Pope Leo wasn't an achievement, saying his presence there reinforced the insult of Muslim ticket on the Christianity population in the country. He also claimed the visit might have been made possible by lobbyists to launder the president's image.
The man is still going from the loss he has been, battling with. Even when the party that, Abubakar Lawal is from APC, but he's far from the grace. Immediately Buhari enter, he used 200 million for he used to cut grass. 200 million to cut. So since then, he has become a disputed element in APC, and Unfortunately, when he looked for something to criticize, he couldn't find it. If you want to criticize, please criticize with this medulla oblongata. Don't just come out and give us trash. People that invited President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they know what they are doing. And I don't know your position. You see only Pope that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu means. Don't you see the photo of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and so many cardinals? They snap picture together. Wow. So when is he talking? Why is he talking about Muslim ticket? Something that we have passed that era. And tell me now, how does Muslim ticket reflect in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration? Some Muslims are even crying that Tinubu will ban his government with the Christian. Morik in this our southwest here, they cry. Muri Okwala come out. Muri was the name of the he come out and he said, Tinubu, this is not what you expect from you. And Tinubu categorically told them that, see, I'm not an extremist. My wife is a Christian. And go to Southern Kaduna, who dominate that place. They are the Christian. Go and see what Tinubu is doing. But if you want to criticize, let's criticize with this thing and not with bias. What Babacha Lawa is saying is out of all.
Is it politicizing religion to undermine Tinubu's international diplomacy or what?
I think we should move into something more serious than what Babacha Lawa is saying. Maybe it's having hallucination, I want to assume. Because just as FM said, what he's talking about has no meaning to any reasonable person. The Babacha Lawa that used Mr. Femi, I don't like what you said the other time. It was actually 400 million that he used. He said 200 million. 400 million to cut grass. It is the same Babacha Lawa that is talking about the president paying a visit to Pope. Don't forget that he was invited.
I even saw you correcting some people. That was a few days ago that president didn't go there uninvited.
I never knew you had it. No. So I couldn't have just woke up and say I want to attend the Pope's inauguration and all of that. So he must have been invited, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with his visit to the Vatican. The Pope oversees over 1.3 billion Catholics across the world and all of that. So for such a person with such influence, any leader of any serious country must have a kind of relationship with the Vatican. So there's no issue in what Babacha Lawa said.
Okay, on the coalition trend in the country, the Atiku camp and the big camp were meeting. And according to the report in Punch, I think they're forming up with ADC as African Democratic Congress. Yeah. What should President Bola Ahmed be doing at this time? Because I think we've been discussing this issue for some time now. Atiku will stand as vice president, will run as vice president with Obi. I think you are of the opinion, Mr. Vincent, you are of the opinion that Obi should go, should stand as running mate to Atiku. I don't know why you suggested that. And Mr. Lucky said whether Atiku, I think Mr. Lucky is a very funny person. Atiku should desperate we need a desperate move at this point in time. And he didn't even care if Atiku be the vice president on the field. The president, he just want anyhow. This is a desperate measure being taken at this point in time. What will come out of this African Democratic Congress?
Thank you, Mr. Mike, for having me. But I just want to chip in one thing. That if you look at the history of ADC was formed by a very, very good gentleman, Professor Pat Utotomi. Everybody knows him, even though currently he's been accused of forming a shadowy government. And you know that one, what that one portends. It's like APC, they are now losing sleep over, they are not losing sleep over that government. When you look at that statement, is what is panning out now. As you can see, now they've tested SDP, the coalition, they've tested other platforms. They now see that there are modes in SDP that are working in sync with the all progressive-led government. So they are trying to look at platform. And Pat Utomi, we know he's standing as a person. He has an integrity that is very much intact. And if they are going to use that platform, it will further give vent or accentuate whatever aspiration the coalition movement are having. You understand? I want to say that if Peter Obi is being dangled in vice presidential suit, I don't think anything is bad there. Because it's only a political neophyte that will not understand how all this game is being played. When when I mentioned on this platform that when cards are thrown, you check various cards, you weigh it, you see where you have comparative advantage, you see where you have less, and also don't be surprised that there's also what is called SWOT analysis in all these things. That's your strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. And all these things has to be taken into cognizance in arriving at a very good position. I think Obi too is smart enough to know that he cannot do it alone. He has to align. Our policy is about alignment and realignment. I know that people rest on emotions to say some certain things that Obi should not take any advice. But if you must oust the person, they say, let us first of all, send away the eczema first before facing the real, the sore on the body. Yes, so when you look at all these things, these are some of the things that come to play in terms of in political firmament. It's not about emotion. We might ride on emotion. Emotion does not give out results. It's about concrete planning. And that concrete planning is what Obi has thrown himself into. And is aligning with that. But I just hope, I sincerely hope, it comes out positively at the end of the day. That's my take.
All right, according to some persons, according to public opinion, the coalition is built on desperation. Desperation to sit President. But the question I want to can a coalition built on desperation or sit President Bola Ahmed
because I want to use one
statement on desperation. Does it mean that there's no ideology?
You see, I want to first of all align with one of the statements made by Mr. Femi long time ago, and I think he still made it today. At times, a drastic solution a drastic problem needs some drastic solution. Nigeria is in dire straits now. All what we need is that we don't want to continue suffering again. This suffering is too much. We want to get it. Let us see the person that will come on board. If it's going to better our lot from what it is currently is now, that is just something. Then when you now look at if you say desperation, we are always using semantics here. It can be positive and it can be negative. It's all about language here. You understand? Because when you say desperation to what? Is it to a good end or a bad end? Because is it wrong-headed or positive-headed? We have to look at those two angles. If it's desperation that will take us out of this quagmire that we find ourselves, I think it's a welcome development.
I think somebody is asking a question. Yeah, there's a Chima saying that I should ask you that what change will Obi do with a vice president post? Since you are in Nigeria, have you seen a vice president do an impact in any administration?
Yes. I want to take Udeze Chima, that memory lane. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was a vice to Obasanjo. And you could see that he was not ruling in obscurity. He was well seen throughout the 4 years of Obasanjo. Yeah. And I think that one would have put pay to his question. I don't want to elaborate more.
All right, you want to say something?
Yes, I have to say something. I will not change my ground on this issue. But we are in a democratic circle. And I want the beauty of democracy to demonstrate itself in 2027. I want to have, like I usually say, that I want to see a strong contest in 2027. So not the one that they will make it easy for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we just think that Nigeria TLA, this is all what you can bring. I want to see a heavy blow. So if Obi damn fits that, where I can become vice president to Atiku. If that one is going to give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a heavy, then he should go ahead. But me personally, if Atiku want to become president, why not look for another person to become vice? Must it be Obi? Must it be Obi that will be vice to Atiku? Okowa, as Okowa dead, go and call Okowa back now. Must it be Obi?
Okowa said he regretted.
He can beg. He can beg him again now, so he can make him realize. Oh, there are still so many people. He can make Fayemi be vice president. Maybe Oshibaji want to be vice president again. Must it be Obi? Obi that has gathered. Obi that people. Obi a leader that people believe as a man of vision that has like occultic follower want to align with a Fulani man. I don't think any positive thing will come out of that place. But no matter how it's going to be, Tinubu has come, he's messing up, we are enjoying his mess. Let them also come again. It's a beauty of democracy. Of course, when I supported Tinubu, I know that nothing special will come out of him. I just attach my sentiments. I say all these three leading candidates, all of them, they are good there to clean mess. The mess is too much. But unfortunately, the one we are having now is still adding to some of our mess. So if they too come, let mess continue now. Because that's why I say, Obi, you too come and mess. I mean, everybody are messing. Buhari mess. Jonathan mess. Tinubu is messing. Obi, you too come and mess now. So everybody, we can be messing and messing and enjoy the mess. So if Obi want to be vice to another mess, and so be it. 2027.
I believe it's not all about just the party. It's all about the person that will be running under the umbrella of that party. That's ADC. But are these people ready for change? Are they ready to change the wrong narrative about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration? That's what I'm asking you, Michael.
Mike, please allow me to give a perspective to what Mr. Vincent talked about as to what transpired during Atiku Abubakar and Olusegun Obasanjo administration. I think why we see Atiku to be more visible as at that time was because of the way Obasanjo played his card with him. He left a lot of things for him. See, as a vice, it is what the president gives you that you are going to do. So if you are maybe unlucky to work with the president that tighten up the entire space, you may not be that visible. So that's my view. If you look at even Oshibajo and Muhammadu Buhari administration, we don't see more of Oshibajo except when the president is out of the country and all of that. So it is the assignment that you are given by the president. That you, apart from the fact that constitutionally you are the head of the economic team, I think that is the core area that you are given constitutionally speaking. That the vice president is the head of the economic team. Aside from that, every other assignment, every other thing that you do is as directed by the president. So it is not automatic that as a vice you will have that level of visibility that Atiku Abubakar had. So for me, I still believe that Obi should not be a vice president to anyone. He should follow his ambition due, despite the fact that it is a very difficult terrain now. But it is a presidential material. And as I've always said, it's to look for a strong hand from the north. That is the combination I would love to see. As to how formidable this their team will come out to be at the end of the day, I hope, because of the kind of person they are going to be slugging out with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I hope they are able to put their hearts together. I hope they don't allow much of greed, sentiment, selfish interest, and all of that. Thank you, sir. To overwhelm them and look at how they can make that team formidable to give the APC government for their money.
All right, let's quickly take a message from Tima. Obi as Atiku's vice president will be relegated to the gallery. Atiku is just desperate to grab his last loot before he leaves the scene, like Buhari.
You see,
I'm already saying that that's a very brilliant submission by you.
You see, I've always been mentioning on this platform that politics and political calculation rested, or rather rest on numerical. It is the numbers that count most. And when we are checking the numbers, you remember, let me take you down memory lane. The last election, you could see how much votes that was garnered by Peter Obi. you could see how much vote that was garnered by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. If Obi had not left for LP, if he had remained, it would have added or rather solidified whatever votes that PDP would have gotten in that party. It's because of that crevices that happened. That was where they were, and that was what led to Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerging. Even though he did not score the overall, our laws here is very shaky. There are many lacunas in our law, electoral law. Even the grown-up, the constitution too also has its own faults. That is why you see that many people are just riding on emotions. I'm not saying that Obi cannot be president. I've never said it in absolute terms. I only gave my analysis in relative terms because of what is on board now. Obi can become president if every other thing they consider every other indices in the coalition, and if it tilted towards Obi becoming, so be it. I'm not saying in absolute terms that Obi cannot be president, that he should take vice presidency. If the computation and calculations favors their coalition movement in wresting power from the incumbent government, APC-led government, so be it. All we want is that let this rubbish be cleared off the scene. Let us see, let us test a new water, a new field, so that we can have a fresh breath of air.
All right, thank you so much. Gentlemen, like Mr. Benny, thank you. All right, you can join us. All right, let's quickly talk about what Governor Zulu of Borno State said about our military, their involvement in terrorism, not just military, even the politicians. And we made a statement here saying that Abubakar terror group are better equipped than the military. But I asked the question, I asked some of your colleagues the other time that what about the allocations pushed into that sector? Are they not using it to get the necessary equipment to combat insurgency in Nigeria or what?
Mr. Mike, good morning. First, let me say good morning to our viewers globally over the world. You are welcome to Global Assistant. This is our global command, Global CFC, Mr. Mike Adekule. I name your global ally, Mr. Ojolajide. Yes, the question you have asked, what happens to the allocations given to our military? Don't forget this. The statement goes so that politicians, soldiers, they are informants of Boko Haram among them. Yeah. I'm still trying to let you know how the extent of what that man said. It's not just where does the money voted for military is going. Once you have most informants who are sabotaging military airports, bring American military, the superpower military in the world now, to come and handle Boko Haram, they will fail. But the moment military is making an airport, they will inform Boko Haram. They are coming to time. This is a place. This is going to be around. Leave the place. And when they will get there, they will meet Boko Haram. By the time they are there, Boko Haram will come from back and attack them. No matter any amount of money you want to spend, when there's a sabotage in place, people who are frustrating your airport, who are sabotaging your airport, Mr. Mike, there will be nothing to show for it. All the airports, all the expenses will go down the drain. Let government begin to tackle is causing from the angle of investigating who are these moles, who are these informers, who are these saboteurs in the military, among the population of the Nigerians, among the politicians. It is when they are able to do that, that's when military activity action can be fed, can make impact. Otherwise, if you equip Nigerian military with the whole armor of the only arsenal of America and Russia, they will still fail. Because every effort they will be making to confront terrorists, Boko Haram, Lakurama, bandits, Flanders, and the rest of them, it will be punctuated by leakage of information. Because before you make a move, they tell you military men coming by 8 o'clock in the morning. Boko Haram will all leave the place. Then who would the military strike? They will be making, hitting nothing. So that's now that the governor has told President Tinubu that this is the problem for foreign military. Let them gear their effort towards, identify who are these moles, who are these informers, who are these saboteurs among the population of Nigeria, military, politicians, and then, teach them out, instigate them from the fold. And now let the military now begin to take a new action of plan. You will see successes of the other military. It's not that the military is not being equipped, not being active. That's the problem with the military. I think they should be looking towards that. You have DMI, you have SSS, you have police intelligence, you have everything. Nigerian intelligence is also there. Let them go that route first now. Fish out those who culprit. Mr. Americans are coming here. If you have informants working against your interest of coming to hold this program here, then Mr. American is coming by 7 o'clock. Thug, come and stand your course class here. If you're here, you know me to stand up. You know me to stand. Yes, you'll be wanting to always bring in rampant classes at this time when I want to start my program. Or somebody tells you, somebody is informing Taos that they be coming ahead of you to be causing crisis. Okay, is that so? Who is the person? By the time you get hold of that person, eliminate it, you know that you don't be having peaceful exercise here. So that's what is happening. Those people that are being identified now, their government work towards it and eliminate them. You will see it in a new way that you never imagined. It's calling successes. That's my answer to that question.
Mr. Vincent, why is it difficult for the concerned security agencies to fish out these balls?
I think, Mr. Mike, you see that I've already answered this question on this platform. I said there are moles in this government, and I still repeat it now. I said that it's not becoming a mantra for me to continue to say one thing over and over again. You see, when you look at our situation now, you see that no amount of humongous money being allocated to that sector that will see the light of the day because of the moles in that government. And successive governments have had their own fair share of these moles. And what are the steps being taken? Instead of being reactionary, instead of being proactive, they are reactionary. And it is not because in this for crying out loud, we are in the 21st century, and where machine takes the space. AI, artificial intelligence, and everything takes the place. How much of training has our military personnel been subjected to meet with the demands of our current time, so that they can be able to confront headlong all this insurgency, as the case may be. When you look at the entire thing, Governor Zulu, the governor of Borno State, is the only adding vent or accentuating my stance that there are most in this government. That is why you see all these things. They say they are helpless. They call all the governors of every state in Nigeria chief security officer. How much more a governor that cannot even command the commissioner of police in the state? How can that governor be the chief security officer? It's just a matter of semantics. They just give them that pellet. It's just like a lame dog that can only bark and cannot bite. And that is what is happening. You see, as long as we continue to explain this kind of a thing, because I said the system alone, starting from the governor, the constitution, and the operational measure of our military unit need to be rejigged for us to have totally, for us to have an effective combative nature to confront the onslaught from all these outlaws and criminal elements.
Now, let's move to another one. What the Senate is saying that foreign terrorists, the Senate is saying that foreign terrorists are infiltrating Nigeria. This is just another talk again. The most important thing is action. Can we see a swift action by the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this?
Mr. Mike, I've said this point quite a number of times, just as my co-speaker have said on a particular point, he has stressed a number of times. I said Governor Muftan of Plateau State came out and addressed the world that the Fulani elder that are killing people in the state, displacing them from the indigenous land, turning them to IDP camp, international displaced people, and then the foreigners occupying their land. They are foreigners from all over Africa, and the first headquarters headed by Force General, of which President Atiku was the commander in chief, also confirmed Governor Muftan a statement, decision that yes, that the question is that who are the facilitators of these foreigners to Nigeria to be killing Nigerians in their land? This is the critical question, Mr. Market, that we have to answer. Who are the helping hands? You facilitated this interview here. If they are not here, we won't be here, Mr. Mike. You are the facilitator of this interview here we are doing now. If there are no facilitators of these foreigners into our land, that embody them, that have the confidence and ready to come to our land and be killing we the Nigerians, displacing us from our indigenous land, and they occupying our land. Who are the facilitators of this? Certainly there must be a local facilitator of this incident, of this evil. And I said, is there a threat? No, like with these foreigners? Yes, the local Nigerian Fulani can presently look into it. Sultanate is the head of Nigerian Fulani. Can there be invitation and inquiry and find out, are you involved in this heinous crime whereby foreign Fulani of other African countries are be coming to Nigeria and be killing Nigeria? If they said if there's nothing to implicate them, they don't have a need. Then let's now look inward and see who are the facilitators for this. People cannot leave their country and be coming here and be killing Nigerians. Considering what is even on ground now, where these people have now killed all around the country, in every country of Nigeria where they are killing. So as a result of that, if this government is seriously minded to tackle this problem, they should bear the consequences of whoever always is God and go after this matter. Who are the brain behind this facilitation of these foreigners to Nigeria and be killing us? Let him do that. But I said, like the question, like the way I answered, I said, it's the president who is not doing that. It's not being courageous, not to be decisive in answering this question. He is trading the life of Nigeria with policies that I can see gain political vote from these people. Otherwise, the number one suspect is a suspect. I didn't say they are the one involved. Suspect is local Fulani herdsmen. Particularly what President Buhari wanted to achieve for them during his 8 years tenure, that failed openly, and no single one was arrested 100% in the Nigerian court of law now. Tell me, is any Fulani header in the court of law that they processed for killing around the country? No one. So if there's no one up to now, that means there's a connivance. Let's begin to look assessment on the local Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria. Are they the one facilitating the foreigners? If not, then let's look further into the problem and see what is happening. That's the beginning of the solution to that problem. The moment government is still playing hard and seek game, playing our life with policies that, hey, I need their votes, I don't want to go along in tackling them, then they will overrun every year. God forbid, I know they will overrun my land by God's grace, because we have broken up. God bless the memory of Governor of Ondo State, Akelelu, who told Southwest Governor that this is not a matter of party politics. This is a matter of safeguarding Yoruba land. Let's form a united local vigilante to police our land. And I don't approve, then for against at the open grazing law, all this Yoruba State sign is that's serious checkmate on the Fulani header. Otherwise, the federal government is supposed to take the bull by the horn and identify the cause, who are the culprit behind this, and make them to face the law of the land. Jail them. Bring those who deserve to be sentenced to death. Let them sentence them if they could find culpable in this allegation.
All right.
Yes.
Mike, I want you also to take note of one thing. I know you will recall what happened during the time of President Muhammadu Buhari and by extension to Goodluck Jonathan. You remember one senator, something Gumi? Sheikh Gumi, coming out that he will come out and facilitate a kind of mediation between the federal government and the terrorists. How much of that, federal government, I don't know what is wrong with them. How come Sheikh Gumi knew those Boko Haram, the terrorists, that is going to facilitate a kind of mediation between the federal government and these outlaws? And nothing is being said in that, nothing is being shown in that light. You begin to wonder. I've considered mentioned that there are more in this government. They are working in tandem, in sync with some people in the corridors of power. That is why you have seen that to curtail the essences of these people is becoming so difficult. Not that it's too difficult, because these people, they are human beings like you and I. In this 21st century, how come as heading become an important trait that you have to continue to do to head your cows along other people's spaces? You understand? Can't you stay in your place, gather your cows and whatever at your place, and then give them, have ruga or anything in your place? Must you do it by extension to other places? That is why that government know what to do if they really want to muzzle that political will to stem the tide or rather curtail the offspring of this undesirable element in our society.
All right, stay away from that. Let's quickly go to the coalition moved by the camp of Atiku and Obi. I asked your colleagues a question the other time that can a coalition built on desperation on seat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? It seems Nigerians, not just even politicians, are desperate to have another leader come 2027. Yes. But is this all about being desperate to have another leader, or we should be desperate on how this new coalition, will govern Nigeria differently?
Mr. Mike, I'm seeing about 3 coalitions that are maybe heading for all. I'm telling you. Let me name them. The coalition of ADC, formed by Somi. Don't forget, Somi was in support of Labour in the last 2023 election. They released all their exports, everything they have into Labour. Their ADC structure, everything was dissolved into Labour, and they work for Labour. Now, they are now standing alone. They are now a form. So that means there's a fraction now between the former coalition they have, which was purely Labour. Labour is the only coalition we have there. Now there's a fraction now. ADC is coming out of Labour now. That ADC is now becoming a single, it's becoming a rally point for the coalition. Some people will go towards that. Don't forget Obi this week or early last week. Obi said he's also working with the coalition. That means Obi coalition, that's another one. Number 2, the Atiku coalition, that's another one. Making 3. Then when you see all these 3 coalitions, that means they have been fractured into 3 different parts. When you have a single entity, you fracture into 3 different parts. Individual fragment. Each third of the fragment is on its own. They are not longer a whole. That means they have been fractured into 3 different parts. How would they form a common front except they can dissolve into one coalition? I'm telling you, Marcus, except they can dissolve. Okay, the one led by everybody and co is there as well. Except they are able to dissolve into one single coalition that will give a formidable front to APC. Otherwise, I don't see them, because it's to see build my imagination if Obi will descend so low and go and be a vice president. I'm telling you, descend so low. I'm telling you, Obi will lose majority support of many obedience if he descends so low, because this is a man who does not have the structure PDP has that Atiku contested with. And you look at the amount of millions of votes you gathered. You are a man that lives the conscience of people, not necessarily by the structure of what's on ground. Obi should know this part, that Obi, you are in the conscience of the people, of the heart of the people. That alone is a plus for you, not on the structure. PDP had a structure that what you did not have. Then what is the difference in the margin of what you have? And we are even having authority that you even won the election. If not that, well, let's, because there's no way you can substantiate that. You got up there and said it didn't even win. They even happy that you. So Obi should realize that he has had the conscience of the people already. It's already the heart of the people. That's the beginning. That's the beginning point Obi should start from. And not to be deciding from that point. I've been considering himself so low. I've been taking tickets of my president of who's. You have no record. Nobody will record with you. Whatever visibility you have is at the pleasure of Mr. President. Someone was saying that Atiku had his way. It was a pleasure of Mr. President President that made Atiku to have his way. What's the importance our current president is enjoying now? What's his name? Our current vice president Shetima. What popularity is he enjoying now? Tell me. Where do you see him functioning? Where do you hear him talking? Not the man here, the Hamster, they don't give him that space.
All right, one of our viewers is saying, that's Ben. Okay. Ben Aduze saying there's nothing wrong with Peter Obi being vice president to Atiku.
That's his opinion.
I just want to add to that. I am coming from the angle of the Zimbabwean experience. During the time of Ian Smith, when he was the prime minister or president of that time before Mugabe came to the fore. I want to say that Mugabe, Joshua Nkomo, all these people, they all vie for Joshua Nkomo was a presidential candidate of his own party there. And when the goings was going on there, Mugabe saw that he cannot do it alone. He has to dance both left and right and see how he can accentuate his firm grip on the numericals that will throw him up for the prime ministership of Zimbabwe, I mean the presidency of Zimbabwe. At the end of the day, he won. And he brought in people like Joshua Nkomo to be his vice. His party member never cried foul that why would Nkomo subjugate himself being vice to Mugabe, and the rest is history.
William Gokama saying that Obi cannot be Atiku's vice president because Atiku is desperate to be a president, to be the president of Nigeria. Yeah. He will not allow Obi to do a good job.
Yes, I agree with him in total. That Obi will be. Mr. Mike, I told you one thing. I said Obi is already the conscience of Nigeria already. Obi does not have all the structures PDP had that Atiku that gave Atiku about 7 million votes. What's all the only reason why I voted? There's no Labour candidate, Labour party agent there. How many governors did Obi have? How many local government chairman did he have? How many senators? How many house of reps? How many house of assembly? Nothing. But he's already in the heart, the conscience of the people. People love him. People wanted him. Why must he descend solo? Why does he build from that point on? As see how you can go further than that. See the example my brother is giving to me here. I don't agree with that example. If Atiku is so desperate, the man who buys Atiku in last election said to the hearing of the whole world that he regretted buying Atiku. That Atiku was insensitive. He's very desperate. He's self-centered. Because Atiku should know that for the past 8 years, his region was the last president of this country. And from his own tribe, in the nation that Abubakar is a ethnic tribe, are you coming again to come and break the 8 years of tenure, of southern tenure, the southern term, to be telling us that is Nigeria people say no, let Obi come up again and throw up himself to it's a presidential material, but I'll be surprised if Obi go back, he will lose support of many Obedience. My own is increasing, is threatening. I'm telling you. Yes, my own support as continued Obedience is threatening. If you go to Atiku, it's threatening. So let him stand alone, build coalition around himself. He can do it. Build coalition around himself and come up, start up from where you already are. Without structure, without anything, build from then onward, move forward. Don't go below this benchmark where you are already. You already has the benchmark of acceptability of nationally over Nigeria. Of a man that your country believe in him. If you visit Tinubu in Lagos State here, where there is no bully agents, where there is no structure, where there is no government, where there is no local government, where there is no house of assembly, where there is no license, where there is no selling the house of rep in Lagos State. So why this will be built from that point onward and build on this and go from there higher level?
You see, Mr. Mike, because no matter how much emotions that we throw into this Obi issue, we will continue to have this recurring statement that how can he subjugate his ambition to be a president to vice. And I want to say it for the optic time that in political amphitheater, there are some calculations that does not meet the ordinary eye. And those calculations are how do you, because we are talking for crying out loud, we are talking of wrestling power from the APC-led government. You think that Obi can go it alone. Obi cannot go it alone because when you look at the last election, let us check the demographics. The last election in Lagos State, Labour Party won. It won during the presidential. Why can't they replicate such sympathy when it comes to governorship election? And now APC is having his governor at the helm of affairs in Lagos State. But at times when our people, when they talk mostly on emotions. It doesn't work that way in political amphitheater. In political amphitheater, calculations are made based on how your strength will be. Then you check. Then SWOT analysis must have been infused into it. You check your strength, your weaknesses, and your opportunities and threats. This is how it is done. It's not about emotions. And I want to say that if Obi see that now the camera must have been thrown open before him. He has his own sensibility to show to decide either he will tag along or not. If he will tag along, he's not being coerced, he's not being forced. We call it coalition of forces. Coalition of forces is not Obi and Atiku that are in there. We still have some people from other parties that are coming there too to mute their own voice and their own claim to any position. I mean, as it were. You understand? Then when you now look at all these demographics, then you now see that when you see that look, if this is being done to me, you'll be shocked by the time now all what we are saying, we are just imagining. It has not been concretized whether it's going to become vice to Atiku or not, because it will amount to prejudice if we preempt what will be. We are only trying to say in the likely outcome of this coalition might be that he might at the end of the day serve as the vice president to Atiku. If that one it should be or is going to be, then so be it. If as long as it takes out this bad government that we are currently experiencing. That's my take for now.
All right, let's quickly see what is happening in the comment section again. But Mr. Vincent, they ran together in 2019. What was the result? Stop all these non-important calculations. We are looking for a chance, not interested in grabbing power and do the normal abracadabra.
Udeze Chima. If you follow the history, the trajectory of the last election, you see that Obi Ghana over 6 million votes. Then one Atiku almost up to about 7 million votes. I think you and I could just conjecture that by if you add 6 plus 7, it will give you almost about 13 million votes. What is the vote of APC, President Ahmed Tinubu-led government? It's about 8 million votes. Are you saying that you want to jettison that chunk of vote into the sea without seeing what it will bring to the table? To the table for Nigerians to be able to collect their mandate. You understand?
All right, supporting what you are saying this morning, Ben Aduse is saying that Mr. Vincent is making sense. There's a lot of sense. That's what
Thank you very much, Aduse
is saying. Okay, raise a chima on this again. The day Obi announces that he is deputizing Atiku is the day he loses both his integrity and his lovers and his election.
I just gave you a Zimbabwean experience. Go and check go and do your fact checks. When you take the walk through Mugabe to presidency in Zimbabwe and check Joshua Nkomo and come back again, we'll still on this platform and tell me what really transpired there. I don't want to do it so much, because of waste of time. I want to allow other speakers to have their own space. But when you do that, you see.
The man who spoke is saying the facts of the matter. In the sense that, look, Atiku is so desperate for. Atiku should have a sense of equity, fairness, and justice, that a sense of equality cannot be dominating their first obligation in terms of rulership. There are other areas of life, other interested people in the country that also want to have a taste of the power. Your man who left the play was just 8 years ago, and he wants to come back again. And please let other sections of the country have equity, fairness, and justice to attain the power. Atiku, the man who said the day Obi mentioned is deputizing Atiku, he loses his ground. I agree with him. Atiku should go and sit down, let it start, have his full 8 years of tenure. I'm saying let Obi come up against Tinubu. Then let the whole side decide who they want. Not that somebody will come and sustain 8 years tenure, turn of the South. That's where I'm disagreeing with Obi. I want Obi to come out again, build coalition around himself, more than once he has built in Labour. Then confront Tinubu in the South. Then let all the Southerners now choose between two of us. Not suppose somebody to rob the South of their term of the 8 year term of presidency. Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olagide. Yes. I really appreciate your contribution. All right, Mr. Kule, please come on board. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Mike. Good to be on the platform again. I thank God for life, and good morning to the viewers, the good and the ones that are really supporting the stand. We thank you. God bless you all.
All right, the major reason behind this coalition is to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We all know that, and to bring about change in the country. Of course, you can see the move between the Atiku camp and Obi camp.
I think,
is this alliance a strategy to finally defeat the APC?
It's a strategy, and it's a larger strategy that have been planned. And I think the president himself I think they should very soon. His name will be enlisted in the Guinness Book of Records for a lot of coalition that he has, been going again, with now with some opposition. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, the political octopus we have in Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he knows, he's not really worried. He knows how to treat these people, the people on the coalition issues. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, what people forgot to put on the table is, you see, the support for this president. I will be having more support from the North Central. And I can tell you, the North Central, that what's it called, the opposition may be embarking on for them to build up their numbers. It may not come the way they think, because the North Central have really decided that they are not going to be, they are tired with the North generally, that all the alliance with the North is all about killing them, they are burying their people. And now they have realized that the only liberator they have now is the president, in which he has already started already. And if you see now, just of recent, the North, what's it called, Central, they are having a peace, a bit of peace in that region. And somebody that is saving them, and they've come together likewise, and they make a press statement that they are tired of the North. Their coalition cannot go, same way again, that they want to align with the South here. And, that would be a plus for the president. So the coalition or non-coalition, I've not seen anybody that didn't fit to ousted the president as it is, because they tried the first time, they failed, and the second time they are still going to fail. Why I'm still holding on to this president is it's not what people are saying about him. It's all about liberation of the country with ourselves from the South here, number one. Number two, it's all about to get my dream agenda workable, and in which he has to do it because there are some power brokers, there are some state actors that you cannot even sweep them away. I'm talking of the Ayoku of this world. You see, where the countries belong is not about political space now. It's all about the decentralization of the country with a brand new constitution. And us, I just see my brother here, Tinubu. Tinubu is not an Eldorado. He cannot fix anything that, he just do his own best. I can tell you, because the country has been rotting for a while. When last did we conduct a census? They are just planning to bring in another census after some fears that have been created in the mind of, Jonathan there. That the census, you could remember, I remember the man that was supposed to carry out that census, Udumegu also, former the MD of the brewery then, very erudite man, but he was threatened. And they have to abandon the census. And those are the problem we are having. If we can have that opportunity to even have that census as it is now, we will know who we are, how many we are, and we close the border. That border must be shut so that we can really count ourselves as the real citizen of Nigeria. So a lot of things are going down, even that the political space cannot sort out. And I can tell you what, the coalition or no coalition, you could remember now as well, the El-Rufai block has diminished a bit because the southern, Kaduna, they will not want to go with El-Rufai with a lot of perpetuation, a lot of punishment they faced under the Kaduna governors then. I'm talking of El-Rufai, the killings that happens to the southern Kaduna, who happens to be the Christian dominated, so all those ones, they will still back their block. They cannot give the block vote to Atiku. They cannot give the block vote to anybody coming except the president that liberates them. So to me, I think we, instead of them lobbying and moving around, they need to learn the oracle, or where the political octopus learn is on.
Let's talk about opposition. Of course, ADC is coming on board. But what happens to the structures of parties like Labour Party, PDP, if eventually ADC becomes the new face of opposition in Nigeria?
Yeah, you see, one thing is Mr. Gregory Obi, he can never had it so good like the one he had prior to the election, and prior to during the election of that brought in the president, because a lot of labor themselves, there is crisis in labor, a lot of labor have defected to other parties. So I think Mr. Obi still have a lot of job to do, and I don't know how you can get the job done, because all the crowds are pilgrimage. They are going onto pilgrimage into APC now. I don't know whether it will stop easily like that, because we will be surprised that part of the coalition said very soon there will be instability among them, in which they will now switch over to the ruling party. You see, so but I pray we don't have one party system in Nigeria, but they should wake up. I think the gladiators on this platform now, on the system now, I think they need to wake up and do the right thing, and do the best thing that can be able to cage one.
All right, who should the president listen to on the issue of insecurity in the land? Is it the military men or the politicians? Looking at what Abubakar of Borno State said, these guys have taken over everywhere, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to be swift, in combating insurgency in Nigeria. He has said that soldiers, politicians are also involved in this act. Is it true?
It's true. It's totally true. And that was what brought me back. That will take me back to the former Attorney General in under Buhari. Then that he said they caught some people. Those people are high-profile people in Dubai. They are sponsors of these people. You see, the truth has to be told. When the North, when they are ready, when the elder statesmen of the North, when they are ready to bring down the insecurity, they can get it done. But they are not ready. And the one thing is they using that for political, gains, because somebody has said that will make your your tenure government ungovernable. You could mean that is a strong statement, and we forgot to always embark on that statement alone. That statement, and what we are seeing, any successive government that's coming out is always one crisis or the other. And within crisis, what can you make under the crisis? The war you are fighting alone, the way you're supposed to be using the money, the hard hands money that we have to even feed, to even use for productivity of the country, to be fighting war. Do we need that? We don't need. But some people, they're small cabal there, they created crisis. They want to create that crisis for Nigeria not to have peace. So the best option we need to have, my brother, is let everybody go on their different regional way. That is the issues now. So that if you want to start killing your own people, you can go along and kill as much as you want, not just destructing people that have an agenda. It's more or less like they say somebody Tuleche, somebody Daleru, somebody is building a house and somebody is destructing it. And that's the system we have now. And I just laugh at people that say, why can't he get so things done? Why can't he get so things done? He cannot get so all these things done immediately like that. Because the more you are doing it, the more the bad guys behind are, bringing in their own policy just for the policy of destruction. You can see what is going on now. Suddenly, they started bombing all this North Central. How come they did that? Because they know they've lost that loyalty with those North Centrals, and they all eyes on them now. Killing in, killing in Kogi, killing in Nasarawa, killing in all those North Central, states. A lot of them in Plateau. The Plateau one is even worse off, man. Killing them, the brutal killing over there. And what happened? It was since a man in a military uniform said he's going to create a local government for the Fulani in the territory of the Plateau states. The territory that belongs to the Plateau, Jos area. It's not that I'm hearing the story. I was in Jos, and they narrated that story for me because we asked questions. Why are this killing every time? Why this killing every time? And can Fulani and what's it called, S-men and religious people of the north, can they live together? No. They know the solution. Every problem in Nigeria here, there's a solution to it, but they are not ready for the solution. They are playing game with the solution. That's just why we here now. And I thank God, I thank Mr. Ayoku. He has given us the solution that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of this country, the best thing you can do is decentralize this country so that everybody can have a peace, of mind in this country, because we will just keep saying same things over, and the year is running to an end now. Maybe when the century will run to our end, Nigeria will get this.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Flynn. I really appreciate it. Mr. Ben, you're welcome on the program. Mr. Ase, you're welcome on the program.
Thank you, Mr. Mike.
All right,
thank to our viewers. May God bless you. And we keep on thanking you, all of you that are supporting us. May the Lord keep on blessing you in Jesus' name.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Mike Adekule. And good morning, our viewers, wherever you are. May God bless you and strengthen you. Mr. Mike, I want to say something. If it is only that time, I will say, I will like it.
Okay.
What I need today, I'm so full of joy over our new Biafra, on the road to new Biafra, to celebrate our 26 years of the struggle. So let me use the opportunity to sing the national anthem before any other things.
Okay.
Biafra, behold the guided be, behold the diagon be, when the servant lifted up eyes, so say the shining glory, the beautiful most high, to set the captives free, and let the blind to see, the king will set the rule. Let's sing for joy, let's shout for joy, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, praising the Lord, oh Biafra, oh Biafra, kingdom of God and earth, victory, oh victory. Our heart is glad, our flag is hope, victory, oh victory. Biafra is glory, place of God. Thank you.
All right, Jack, that was a beautiful song. I really appreciate that. I know the viewers are also watching right now. They are applauding you for that great song. All right, if the so-called politicians are seen as saboteurs, sabotaging the efforts of our military, why haven't the Nigerian government arrested them?
Mr. Mike, it's a little bit, I can say it's a little bit difficult, because saboteurs will never, to fish them out, it's not too easy. They are hypocrites. They will be acting like a really citizen, but inside them, they have another plan entirely. So they will say yes in your presence, but at your back, they will say no. They are like chameleons. So to fish them out is always difficult. When you are planning, they are planning with you. And when you say amen, that means when you conclude the plan, they will from back liquidate you. When they will go, you will not be away. And they are very well organized. So to catch them is difficult. That's why I will say it may be difficult for government to fight them, because they are not sincere. When they are telling you, when they are saying yes, it means no. If they say no, at your back they will say yes. That's the difficult part of it. Even Jonathan said it, that around him, that even in his government, Boko Haram were there. Those terrorists are there. Even in our military, they are there. Inside, they will plan with soldiers, and they will take the plan out, inform the terrorists. They wear Nigerian uniform. So what makes it difficult is that when they are going to give information you will not be aware. The way they are giving it, you will not be aware. So I think, me, I still think it until today, even if it may be funny for some people, I think that it's only maybe foreign soldiers. Nigeria can invite foreign soldiers and let our army hold on first. Or we split this country, let everybody go their way. That's when there will be solution. We cannot say that we are one, Mr. Mike. I'm telling you, one nation is important. We will be great and very powerful if we are sincere and if we are one and we are sincere. Okay, tell me now, our brothers, Hausans, Fulani, and so on and so forth, we say, you and I, we call them brothers. But at your back and in their secret meeting, you are not a brother. For them, we should die and they should live. For them, they want to push us out of the country and occupy our land. Foreigners in that matter. And we keep on saying we are one, one thing or the other. It is not working. So to attack those people will be very difficult because they are not like Mazen Nadekalo that came openly and told Nigerians what he wants. He came and said, I want Republic of Biafra. That's what I want. So openly. But those people are telling you we are Nigerians and they are fighting against Nigeria. They are hypocrites. They are hypocrites. It doesn't work. To fish them out will be difficult. I keep on saying it.
Your take on this, Mr.
Well, for me to say on it, it is so easy if they want to do the work. If the Satan Sokoto or the enemy of Northerners, if they come out, agree that we want this thing to stop, it will stop. Because those people, Satan Sokoto and the enemies, they are not ready. So they are playing game. They know what they are doing. And which is not giving them good image for the nation. Let Satan Sokoto come out and stand and say, we don't want this problem. Or let the chief of army staff use intelligence, fight it out. That's where he can use it. Without informing, say we are going to some place. Let them send people to find out how to get them. They will get it. But they don't want to do it. Either let them invite foreign military to Nigeria. Who will take them to bush? Which bush do they know in Nigeria? If someone from Nigeria will take them. That's it. If someone in Nigeria will take them over there, they cannot do it alone. So let the enemy of Satan and Sokoto come out and say that we don't want this thing. Mr. Mike, I give you 2 weeks. Everything will come down.
All right, Atiku's camp will be meeting over the merger deal. What should be the priority of this new coalition?
You know, Mr. Mike, that's the problem I have with our Nigeria. Selfish ambition. People want to become president at all costs. Becoming president not to solve Nigerian problem. Some of them to make a name, some of them to make more money. Atiku, Airfire, and Obi. What change will they bring in Nigeria? I consider it as the same thing. Atiku has been in government since he has contested elections several times and failed. Airfire under his watch. Churches were bombed in Kaduna. Masses were destroyed. People were destroyed. And there was mass burial under the watch of Airfire. You are a Nigerian and you are seeing your fellow Nigerian men being killed by the people you know them. You are Fulani, they are Fulani like you. You know them. What did the Hellfire say? And what is he saying until today? Coalition to defeat Tinubu. What is the difference between their government and the government of Tinubu? Is it not the same government that we are talking about since years? Let me tell you, in really sense of it, to be very frank with you, Nigeria needs people who can revive and reform Nigeria and unite Nigeria and free Nigeria. Nigeria needs human beings like Blaise Traoré of Burkina Faso. We need radical change. We need deliverance. Nigerians want total freedom, even freedom, total freedom from those who call themselves colonial masters. See how Burkina Faso, see how the country is moving. Students are paid 100,000 a month. Free education is declared. Many other things. They are enjoying themselves. Like the time of Mama Gaddafi of Libya. Nigeria want to be free. I don't see those people setting Nigeria free. I don't see them making change. I don't see the difference between them and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even though Bola Ahmed Tinubu can even succeed in fighting terrorists, in fighting herdsmen, in fighting Fulani terrorists. That one that they are doing now, Hellfire and Atiku, and they are now swallowing Obi. Obi is now in their midst. Even if Obi become president today, I think he will work for them, like so many other Nigeria work for them. Killing will be on. The agenda of pushing Nigeria out of their land by Fulani will be on. So I don't know. They should, if it is them, if there is a new person like Traoré, let that person come out. But if it's all those people, let them leave Tinubu.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Then, Jack, should the coalition be at the interest of Nigerians or the interest of the politicians?
If they can do it well, it will be okay. Because where Nigeria is going wrong. I want Nigeria, I want someone who will come to Nigeria as the president, make it
Like they didn't hear that language the man bring, the kind of language that man bring out. All the whole Nigeria keep quiet. What we are seeing now is that language the man bring that time. The time of Jonathan, insecurity, they brought insecurity in Nigeria. They are reached their own time. They think that insecurity will stop. The Buhari regime did what? The insecurity increased because when he bought machinery in a nation, the machinery see that maybe their country they are hungry. They come a country that they see honey and milk. Do you think that those machinery will leave that country? Except you use it by fire and by force. Insecurity in Nigeria here. Problem we having here is a Nigeria government. It's not that they don't have that capacity to fight insecurity in Nigeria because they know where the problem starts and they know those people one by one. Number one, in Nigeria here, we have what you can declare yourself as a citizen of Nigeria, NIN or VVN. Those terrorists, they didn't have before terrorists will come your country, if they don't have your identity or understand your language, they cannot enter your country. Ask you, Mr. Michael, can you go to America now without your visa and everything America needs? You can't go there. But look at Nigeria here now. Terrorists, I remember last 2 years or last year, we will see how they ship terrorists from Niger, Chad to Nigeria here. Do you think that Nigeria security and Nigeria government, the governors and the president and the others citizens of Nigeria, they are not seeing the thing? What happened? They keep quiet. They just distribute those people different states of Nigeria. And the Nigeria government keep quiet. Listen, what is happening in Nigeria, the citizens of Nigeria, the governors and the senators and the president, their hand is there. Let's be sincere. Remember, in Lagos State here, what happened in NSAS? You can flash your memory back. You see the kind of music they play in NSAS. The people supposed to take care of their citizens. You are the one sending people that kill your citizens. Now, call insecurity. Now we are talking only about not. Insecurity now is not only not. We have 36 states of Nigeria. We have 36 states of Nigeria, including Abuja, making 37. You remember when they pursue some people in Abuja in the government house? You remember when they see the staff? What are you saying, Oga? If Nigeria have the capacity, we don't need foreigners to fight for insecurity in Nigeria. When Jonathan is a president of Nigeria, he bring Jirika to fight the terrorists. What happened? The cabals of the north of the Nigeria, because they're making interest for these terrorists, they say Jirika and Jonathan need to stop that mess. What happened now? The thing is affecting the whole 36 states of Nigeria, including this Lagos here. Mr. President, Muhammad, the Jagaba of Nigeria, the Jagaba of Africa, Meet+Soldiers, he himself know everything about insecurity in Nigeria. If Meet+Soldiers stand up now, say that I want to end insecurity of Nigeria, Mr. Mike, let me tell you, they can't pass complete 1 week.
He will end it.
We will end insecurity in Nigeria. Let me tell you the truth. When the Boko Haram kidnapped some foreigners in Nigeria here, what happened? I think they entered there and do what, and pick their citizens. Rescue them. Did the Nigerian government know?
No one, let's get your own opinion on this.
Good morning to our viewers, Nigerian diaspora. So we have been hearing about insecurity. You see, Yoruba say to Jeff for a follower. You see, it's now where revelation is not coming out, because revelation must come out, because God will let them to speak out on their self. Because now you see a governor now telling the president that come, listen to the military, listen to the hierarchy, don't listen to politicians, because they are inside you. You see, so the truth is bitter, the truth must be spoken, because we are crying. Those insecurity we are crying about today, they are not spirits, they are human beings, they are within us. See, there was a time Kabiru Sokoto was found inside a senator house. The senator is existing today, and that senator is in a house, the red carpet house. And that senator is still disturbing and threatening the president today to tomorrow. Okay, where is Kabiru Sokoto today? See, let us be sincere with ourselves. So when we bring the truth out and we deal with the truth, there will be end of this insecurity situation. Because the situation we are facing is within us. You see, going outside country, you break machinery, you are following the situation. See, let us deal with it in a truthful manner. You can see what the governor is saying. And see, before the governor left, who do the vice president to the president, and was the governor before. You see what is what facing, because that Borno state, they want to occupy that place as their own, which is the Fulani, the Hausa Fulani, because they are the tormentor of Nigeria. Let us be frank to ourselves. You can be holding they are the responsibility. We hold them responsible, because when Jonathan was there, you can see what he just said now. The chief of army staff there, he was dealing with them bomber to bomber. At the end of the day, the whole northern state, they now make a meeting. They went to the United States and say, this one is killing people. If only this last president, Buhari, said, this man is killing people. Why is he killing people? Because your people are the Boko Haram. Okay, today, they are now circulated, there are now millions of them, they are now surrender Nigeria. See, let the president come outside, make no look anybody's face. Match who you're supposed to match. Because those guys, they have their name. For a governor will come outside and tell you, say, See.
Even politicians are involved.
They are involved. Yes. See, that's why they are making hell of money. Can you imagine every day that Nigeria will go America, go Italy, go Germany, to buy sophisticated jets, fighter jets. Okay, where is the benefit of those jets? They are making a hell of money. Okay, Nigerian army carry the highest budget of security, defense, but at the end of the day, we are still experiencing wahala and wahala and wahala. Let us deal with there are people inside there, manage there, retire them immediately. See when Obasanjo came there. See when Obasanjo came. Obasanjo came in 1999. Was it? He made the civilian government there. You see what he do? He retire all those militaries that know that they have sitting down, they have eaten a lot, they are eating deep. He retire all of them. See, Jagaba, do the one we pass that one. See, the wala is within us, not outside us. Let us remove those bad eggs among the good eggs and let Nigeria live again. Because Nigeria is tired of this insecurity matter every day, every day, every day. We are tired. Let the truth come out. Let us see the light at the end of the tunnel.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate you for contributing on the program this morning. All right, saying a big thank you to all our esteemed viewers on the platform. We appreciate you for joining us this morning. We'll be back here tomorrow. It's Friday. I really need to appreciate Big T for his contribution in the comment section. Morebe Vinoba, Viraimont, Tunde Okafor, Ujese Chima, Obiora John. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Gladys Oyabo, we appreciate you. We have John or Johnson, we appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, John Olajide, we appreciate you. Ben Aduze, we appreciate you as well. And some other viewers on the platform who commented this morning. We'll be back here tomorrow. Please subscribe if you are watching us for the first time, and make sure you comment after this live broadcast. You have the rights, you have the freedom to comment in the comment section, whatever your opinions are. All right, we'll be back here tomorrow. Michael Adekunle is my name, and I'm telling you to stay safe. Goodbye, everyone.